and B, where you can F your fellow man.
Speaking of F your fellow man,
Yeah.
where do you stand on homosexuality?
I'm down with the HOMO. I'm down with it. Obviously, though, America's sweetheart from the 80s, Kirk Cameron.
Don't
Michael Seaver.
Don't put the qualifier on that. He just is America's sweetheart.
Did
There
you watch,
is no time frame.
Did you watch his most recent production, his Hollywood big budget production, pronouncing the sanctity of marriage, and how you should fight through everything and just make it work?
By the way, if you're on our side and you believe that homosexuality is destroying America, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
And if you're on our side and you believe that Kirk Cameron's a total idiot, then subscribe.
Yep.
To the show. We're
Yeah.
trying to get to 100 by St. Patrick's Day, or Eddie's dead.
Dead. The luck of the Irish will run out. So apparently Kirk Cameron was pushed to comment by Piers Morgan on his hit show, Piers Morgan Tonight, replaced Larry King. Do you think how do you think Piers Morgan is doing? What kind of a job do you think he's doing trying to replace Larry King?
Anybody's better than Larry King. Larry King was by the end of this, the worst interviewer of all time.
He prepares as much for his show as we prepare for our show. Yeah.
And gets about as many things wrong as we do.
But gets the big budget celebrities.
But the difference is we at least self-deprecate, and I think Larry King thinks of himself quite highly.
Yeah.
But I believe Piers Morgan's doing okay as a show.
Yeah.
The actual ratings don't quite measure
The ratings
up.
aren't there?
The ratings aren't there, but...
Maybe if it was on Fox News, it'd be better.
But he's, let's give him time.
Yeah, it's only been a year. So apparently on the show, Kirk Cameron was pushed to say that he believed homosexuality was unnatural.
You really think he was pushed? I think the guy was kind of dying to get that out.
You think so? And they thought gay marriage was detrimental to society.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very upsetting.
Because you think because of the fact that Kirk Cameron thinks that, or because you realize that now, because you now realize that half the country agrees with him, like that's that was him putting it nicely.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that at least 50% of this country, maybe more, believes that much in much harsher terms.
So my question is if homosexuality was unnatural, how come it's happening? How come homosexuality is happening? Is it the media? Is the media making people homosexuals?
It's funny because I guess that's what they would say. Like, I guess that's what these people think.
The Zionist, Jewish-controlled media is making everyone homosexuals.
You go, none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's an agenda.
Right.
But, I mean, nobody, unless you have it in you.
Right.
Why would you just go, this is an option out there.
It's hot, it's trendy, it's a new thing to do, right?
It's the fun thing to do.
Right.
Let me shove a wang in my mouth. It's I hate to tell you, but nobody's shoving a wang in their mouth unless they really want a wang in their mouth.
Probably as much as a guy, as a straight guy would want a titty in his mouth. Or,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I don't care if I didn't have to have tay-tays in my mouth.
Right.
I don't care how many times I saw it on TV. I wouldn't have to have it in my mouth unless naturally, Kirk, unless naturally I just had to have it.
I hate to say it, but I had some natural feelings of arousal watching Michael Seaver on Growing Pains as a kid. I definitely wanted to have his wang in my mouth. So now that I hear that he's such an anti-homosexual, really hurts one of my schoolboy fantasies.
So how does he feel about that, knowing that just showing his cute little schoolboy face on TV gets
aroused a generation of young gay males. And stuff. Yeah.
I think he needs to scar and maim his face,
right,
so as not to unnaturally.
He made plenty of money off of it, right? Starring in that TV show as
you didn't think only girls were into you, did you?
Yeah.
Kirk.
Yeah, and he had no problem taking the money then, prostituting himself out as a gay slut. But now he seems to have a problem with it. Whenever his career's dried up and you really have nothing else going but this Christian evangelical thing.
Oh, but I don't think he would have it any other way.
You don't think so?
No, I believe he's really one of these hardcore.
You think if he was a big movie star in Hollywood, he'd really be voicing these opinions?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think he's one of these who's really bought into the evangelical aspect.
I think he has, only to keep himself relevant.
But I think he's just really bought into this idea that this is his place, this is his forum. Right.
That's why God put him on the earth, was to hate people.
He probably thinks, I am the hottest, most relevant Christian actor out there. And
the only star from the 80s that will stand up against gay marriage, right? Where's Corey Feldman taking the stand? Where's all these others?
Busy doing PCP.
Right.
PCP-ness.
No, so do you think? I wouldn't really be surprised if he may have had some relations with his dad from the show, back in the dressing rooms,
Alan Thickcock.
I think that was his personal nickname for him, and I wouldn't be surprised. But also, wasn't that kid Ben from that show? Didn't he turn out to be a homosexual?
The younger brother.
Yeah, didn't he turn out to be a homosexual?
The younger brother is a gay.
Yeah.
So I wonder what Kirk Cameron thinks about that. His brother's a gay kid.
Yeah. Do you think he ostracized him? Do you think he lost his cell phone number?
No, man. I bet he's his best friend, and
right.
And he keeps trying to preach to him, and he's waiting for the day that he sees the light.
Right.
Exactly. That's how they are.
God is great, right? God works in mysterious ways.
Especially the ones like him, the non-hateful ones, the ones that try to pretend like they're going to love you out of it. They try to. That's what they. It's like I'll hang out with you.
I love everybody.
Look, I'll touch you. I don't think you have a disease. I just go home and I pray to God that eventually you'll see the light and you'll turn around and whatever. Right. But to your face,
and he doesn't believe that they should have rights as far as getting married and having health insurance to cover.
Ooh, why should they?
Being able to adopt children, right? All that stuff is against God, against America.
Because how could a kid grow up and see that and not grow up and just murder people and destroy the future of this country
and want 10 wings in his mouth at the same time?
Oh,
right. It's very upsetting, but it's a lot of people in the homosexual community believe that it's time to really take a stand here and really start creating some turmoil in order to get the rights they want. Like the Black Power movement, the gays seem to really want that kind of movement to happen for themselves, to get really in people's face about it. Stop being so nice.
You remember when Leonardo DiCaprio was on Growing Pains?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think they kicked him off the show because he broke up with the younger brother?
Do you think that they were an item?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did grow up in a rough house on that show, so I wouldn't be surprised. That kind of trauma would push anyone to being gay, right? So anyone, including Michael Seaver, Kirk Cameron, or it would turn someone to God so they could completely deny all the feelings that they have, And
you mean suppress?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And deny.
So do you want us to interview with him on Martin this year? Oh, Windows 8 doesn't let you watch videos. So that's today's episode. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe to the show. Like I said, every new subscription we get, we will directly personal message you with a comment from Jeremiah and I. And it'll be the happiest day of your life. And don't worry, it's not a big burden on us. We're just happy to have new subscribers. So make sure you subscribe. And tune in next week at 8 p.m. Central Time on Mondays at www.spreecast.com/users/mindcontrolshow to watch us live. Alright, Jared, why don't you say goodbye to the fans? Yeah.
Cock.